Hey everybody, how's it going? So I thought I'd bring you along today to work in my positivity journal. I thought I'd give it a go today. I just tested out some of my gel pens and they don't seem to work on this black, so I don't know what's going on. I did like this cover, but I decided that it would be more fun to cover it up with this and change the pattern. And if I can find a magazine cutout that says positivity, I'm going to put it across here. If not, then I'll print one out. Not a big deal. This is a printable, just an image I found on Google or Pinterest or somewhere out there on the interweb. So, but this really got me thinking, change the pattern. So, a lot of us have, old tapes that play in our heads from when we were growing up. Kids teasing us about dumb stuff. If you were in, maybe in your adult life, you were in an abusive relationship, or even if you were a child that was in an abusive relationship with your family. So we all have these old tapes, and I call them my demons because, well, demons are the ones that keep me anxious and all that, because when you're anxious, you feel out of control. And so my demons seem to think that I just want to be out of control, which is not the case. So anyway, I just thought that would be fitting for the cover of this. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these glued down, and then we'll see what else we're gonna do. Man, it is another hot one today. Hot, hot, hot. I don't even know what the temperature is right now, but I'm guessing we're gonna get back up into the hundreds again. Whether it be, a 99, it may as well be 100 degrees at that point, or 100 or above. I haven't even checked. It's kind of depressing. It's so hot. I had to run an errand this morning, and I'm talking 8 o'clock this morning. I was out and it was already hot. I had the AC running. I take Cinder, the puppy, with me wherever I go because I want her to be an emotional support dog, not for me necessarily, but I mean, obviously it doesn't hurt, but for the individuals that I work with, special needs individuals, if they like dogs or whatever, then it'll be fun to take Cinder with and have her be able to be calm and not jumping and licking and biting and all that kind of stuff. So I take her everywhere with me now so that she gets used to it. I think that turned out really pretty. I think I have something on my rag. Plus I have an inkjet printer, so I mean, this stuff has been saved to use, so it's dry, but I must have junk on my, and I don't really care that much. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's just for me. So change the pattern. But anyway, so she went with me this morning. I have a truck, and in the center there's a fold down that covers the center seat, and it has 2 cup holders in it, and right now Cinder fits right on that center console, and so she sits up there and she lays her head on my shoulder while I'm driving, which is interestingly cute. When I go through drive-thrus, I get a lot of compliments because she's sitting there being all cute. I went through Starbucks this morning too, and all of the people in there. Like, I think every person that was working at the moment came over to the window to see her. She's just adorable. And right now she is laying at my feet while I'm crafting. Of course, the boxer is in here too. Oakley, she loves that puppy. They play and wrestle and all that kind of stuff. So that's kind of fun. Oh, that's neat. I like it. Change the pattern. Alright. I don't know if I want to do anything right this moment, but I am going to either try to find some gel pens that will write on the black really well, or use some Poscas, but I haven't decided what kind of design I want yet. So let's go ahead and flip on into this first page. I love this little black journal. I can't even remember why I bought it. It might have come in like a 3-pack or something. I thought I'd stick her here. I don't know. Like, she's not quite long enough to go. But then I want to put Find Your Quiet Place right up here. And then maybe some doodles over here or something. I just don't know. This is a magazine clipping. It's an ad or an app, which actually I might download. I need all the help I can get. I think I'm going to put it all the way at the top and then maybe doodle some grass around the bottom. That way she's grounded. Alright, let's get this started. So I made a list of YouTube videos. I want to start filming at least once a day through the week. And then if I'm not doing anything, which is highly likely because of COVID, maybe a video on the weekend. So I'll trade out between this journal and try to get it up here so I can see what I'm doing. This journal, my creative daily journal, and maybe making some other type of mixed media. I want to do a master board, which is just, you know, a piece of cardstock or piece of regular paper, whatever kind of paper you want to use, to decorate it all up, and then you can cut it up into inchies or bookmarks or tags or artist trading cards or index cards. You can do whatever, and so I think that would be kind of fun to do on a video. Just have to edit out the drying time, because that is quite a bit of what happens when you're doing those kinds of things. You want to let your layers either dry naturally, or you want to dry them yourself if you're impatient like I am. Boy, that is crooked as all get out, this top part. I don't know if I'm going to make it any better or if I'm going to make it worse. We will see. Made it a little worse. It's alright. Nicole from Relax Cut Glue is probably cringing her teeth at my cutting skills. She is quite the perfect scissor artist. That's what I'm gonna call her, a scissor artist. I'll link her down below if you haven't watched any of her videos. My goodness, she is quite funny, and she tells amazing stories. But her jam is glue books using magazine cuttings, and that's mostly what she uses in her glue books, are magazine clippings. But she just has an art to it. There we go. That's nice. And then let's see what we got. A little bit of overhang up here. Get you in frame. Actually, I'm not going to be able to see unless I pull you out of frame, so bear with for just a moment. Alright. Oh, that's pretty awesome. I have a little bubble right there, but you know, bubbles happen. Alright, let me grab my Poscas and we'll do a little doodle. Put the lid on the glue. These glue sticks, the Scotch permanent glue sticks, I like them because they're super sticky. So I feel like my stuff is gonna stick forever. But if you leave the lid off for any amount of time, you get the only description I have is a big wad of snot glue. It's gross. It doesn't spread well, so I feel like I waste it. So I have to remember to put my lid on so I don't waste them. But I ordered, man, I don't even know how many came in a pack, like 12 or 24 or something off of Amazon, and I love them, so I'll continue to get it. I just need to remember to be responsible with my craft supplies and put the lid on the darn thing. So let's see, I'm just going to get this started. I always forget to get something to get it started on. I'm going to use one of these, and then I can, you know, scribble it out and make that into something later. So we'll just give some representation of grass at her feet, like so. And literally, grass is just squiggles, squiggly lines with a bit jumping up like so. I'm gonna hide the little face on the phone because I want it to look like she's listening to music and not what the ad was originally for. The trick now is to not put my hand in the green paint. That happens a lot. I think I still have orange paint from yesterday on my hands. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this lighter green and give it a little bit on that lighter green, or on the dark green. Pardon my breath. And if you saw my head. Alright, so I'm going to get this one started too, just to make sure it's going. It is. I usually end up with half of whatever it is I'm working on me when I leave the craft room. So see, now I'm just scribbling over the top, just giving it a little bit of depth. I don't need to worry too much about what it looks like. Grass is definitely not perfect. At least at my house. Oh my goodness, y'all, we mowed this weekend. So my backyard is mostly weeds. I am not the best homeowner of all time, so let me look at at that. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Puts her down on the ground instead of just floating in the air. Maybe I could journal a little bit right here. You know, where is your quiet place? Mine is right here in my craft room. Or actually the whole house during the day, during the week, because the wifey is out working. But most of the time it's in my craft room. Also in the mornings the puppy gets me up at 5:30, so I like to go out back and have coffee, listen to the birds wake up, watch the sunrise. You know, it's a lot cooler in the mornings. So those are the times that I find that I'm more apt to think about things and try to turn my day. One of my biggest sayings is choose your tude, dude. And what that means is just choose your attitude. If you're feeling crappy, turn it around and choose to have a positive attitude. It's hard to be upset when you're choosing to have a positive attitude. That's just kind of, I got that from a book called Fish. It's about the Seattle Fish Company. It's, you know, choose your attitude, but I, you know, changed it up to choose your tude, dude. I tell my friends that, I tell my wife that, you know, choose your tude. And, you know, practice what you preach. Sometimes I have a hard time with that, but, you know, we work it out. Nobody's perfect. But in order for me to have more of a peaceful life, I choose my attitude. And so in your quiet place, that's a good place to start. Listen to music, text your friends, message your friends, whatever. You know, it's nice to know that there's somebody out there that's going to listen to you. I highly recommend seeking counseling if you are into that. I love my counselor. Haven't talked to her in quite a while, but we've been doing teleconference. So if I need her, I just give her a buzz and we schedule something and off we go. So anyway, I think I'm going to leave you with that. Give that just a little bit to dry before I close it up. I almost closed it up and I think I got a little bit of green over here, but you know what? Mistakes happen. Happy little accidents. So anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. If you enjoyed this video, please leave me a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, leave me a thumbs down. And if you haven't already, please subscribe if you would like to. I appreciate you watching and have a blessed day. Thanks for watching. Peace.